So let's talk about more barriers. We talked about change. We talked about the effects of change. Something else, when we don't connect with others, sometimes we have low self-esteem. We talked about rejection, right? So that's the major barrier. How many of us love everything about ourselves? You can look in the mirror and just scan yourself and say, I love my eyes. I love my nose. Oh, I love this dimple in my cheek. I like this hair that's growing on my upper lip. I love these rolls that I see jiggling. I love that crooked toe on my right foot. How many of you love your flaws? Me. You have to love your flaws. That sounds like Rep Johnson. What you say right there, Rep Johnson?
If it wasn't for that accident on June 30th, 2016, where I almost lost my leg and I have all these scars on my leg, I praise God for these scars, baby. Yes, I do. All these scars.
So we have to be happy that we're here, that we're blessed to even live in this moment. So when you're looking for, and I'm not going to stay up here much longer, let me see how much time I actually have. Oh, it's almost that time. So when we're looking for relationships, look for love. Don't look for material things. Don't look for what can this person financially do for me. Because if that's the goal, the relationship is doomed to begin with. I'm going to ask Mr. Keith.
Somebody has a question.
Yes.
So what do you do if you find somebody that looking for love, but you don't have no type of attraction, like attraction to them? You gotta be attracted to them.
Well, Monica actually had that same thing. She got married, remember. She didn't like the person that she married. She grew to love him.
But ain't that
Well, as a younger person, I understand you saying that. Because for younger people, looks is more important. But those looks fade, honey. They don't last always. You can have the finest man today and 10 years later he overweight. So don't look at the physical. That's not important. It's what's in here. What does he do for you emotionally? What does he do for you mentally? Does he make you want to be a better person? These are the qualities that you need to be looking for. Not a bodybuilder or Miss USA. Because again, looks fade.
And they age.
Yes, things drop and move to the side. So you're not going to be, the person you are today, how you look today, is not how you're going to look 10, 20 years from now. But your personality, that usually doesn't change. That's what you want to look for. Is this person, can I be with this person 5 years from now? Can I be with this person 10 years from now? Can I see myself with this person while we're sitting in the rocking chair when we're 72 years old? Can I see myself with this person? That's what you need to be learning, need to be experiencing. That intimacy on a deeper level, not that physical level. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So, some people thought that I was going to come up here and bash men. Let me explain to you all. Again, I'm a licensed mental health counselor. I am a clinical traumatologist. That is not what we as mental health professionals do, because we know in relationships it takes two people. One person cannot ruin the relationship. Even if you think you didn't do any wrong in that relationship, you played a role in there somewhere because you didn't say anything. You didn't tell your mate, I'm not happy with this. This makes me upset. Oh, when you do this, it makes me feel bad. So we have to be earnest with ourselves in the roles that we play when relationships don't succeed. Yes.
You say one person can't ruin a relationship? You disagree about that one?
Well, come and tell me if you disagree.
Well, one person can run a relationship. I was recently married back in 2017, and I had to come to Miss Sharon and ask her, like, what role do you what you supposed to do, what route you supposed to go? You supposed to go to the pastor, you supposed to have marriage counselors, all that. We did all that. And still the same thing happened once again during this process of trying to fix the marriage. So, there's one person. I mean, I did my thing. I gave you forgiveness. I changed my work ethic. That's what it was. She told me I work too much.
That wasn't the problem in the first place. That wasn't the problem in the first place. So, that wasn't the problem. But
Let me know the problem.
what he's talking about may be a little bit different. But usually in relationships, we know it takes two. In his case, he tried everything. But I want to ask, when you got married, before you got married, how was that relationship? And what happened to make it fade? Because those are some of the things that we have to look at too. Not spending enough time with our mate. Not having that proper communication with our mate. So even though you may think you did not do anything wrong, there's just a little. I'm not blaming you at all.
So what did I do wrong?
There was her saying, you working too much. That's in the beginning. You tried to fix it by changing your work hours. We'll talk personally. Because his case is a little bit different. But it sounds like his wife was cheating on him anyway.
Right.
So that wasn't an evenly yoked relationship because that woman was a cheater. It doesn't sound like he was. So in the beginning of that dating stage, how much did they really know each other before they actually got married?
It was 4 years. He was dating for 4 years.
People change every day. The person that you are today, you weren't yesterday. The person you are today, you're not going to be tomorrow, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Every single day we change. Hopefully we grow for the better. Yes, Ms. DuMas.
No, it was about 50 of each question was from someone under 30, right? The situation we have now is that we don't know how to do this. You know, we don't know how to do it. And so how, I know it's about time to close, but how do we give us any suggestions on what we can do since we're not asking the question? I'm about answering the question. I'm about being real. I'm not dead yet, so I still have some life in me. And I want to be able to have a relationship where we understand each other.
So that goes back to those original 5 keys. Acceptance, commitment. So again, accepting you and the person for who they are. Commitment, that person has to be committed to the relationship and to you. Committed to you.
Well, I'll have to.
And then we need empathy.
No.
We have to have empathy, mutual love and respect. And there was one more. What was that fifth one? Acceptance, empathy, acceptance.